Now what I have with me today is one of the fastest, one of the most fun to drive, one of the most powerful and one of the most reliable variants of the Hyundai Verna. If you're still wondering, let me tell you, this is the 2023 Hyundai Verna Turbo Manual.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah.
While a lot of things have changed with the new Hyundai Verna, how good is it and should you actually buy it when compared to the rivals like the Volkswagen Virtus, the Skoda Slavia or for that matter the Honda City? In this video, we'll be talking all the details about this latest version and should you actually buy it. You're watching AutoHunters India, I am Nitin Kadian. But before I begin, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified every time we put up a new video. And with this being said, it's time to begin. Now to start with, we have to talk about the design of the Hyundai Verna, which is a big departure from what we used to get earlier. For starters, you get a completely new front fascia which is dominated by this new sharp bumper, an LED bar which runs across the width of the vehicle, new sleek split headlamps, and again a very bold and I would say an appealing front grille. What you also have is a very long hood which gives it a unique identity. Move to the sides and what you will not fail to notice are the new alloy wheels. This is the turbo variant which gets all black wheels, but the normal variants, they will be offered with a dual tone finish. Now what is also new with this version of the Hyundai Verna is this completely new redesigned rear profile. In my personal opinion, this is one of the best angles to look Verna from. And if I talk about the details of this design, what you get are these new LED taillights which might remind you of the Hyundai Tucson. It gets a connected strip as well which looks very nice in the night. And in all, I guess the way the bumper has been shaped or the rear boot or else I would say the rear quarter, it definitely looks very good and increases the overall sporty aspect of the Verna. And I think looks modern as well as bold. In all, a car with a strong identity and a strong stance. Step inside the Hyundai Verna and what you'll be noticing is a completely new cabin and a new dashboard layout. For starters, the instrument console, it has been tilted slightly towards the driver, and in all, at least from this seat, you do feel special. Everything is well under the reach for the driver. The steering wheel, this is a completely new unit, a 2-scope unit, and maybe not everybody will like it, but in my opinion looks elegant and has a very minimalistic vibe to it. The instrument console, it is a completely new fully digital unit, and if I talk about the overall space available, I am happy to report that the Verna remains and continues to be one of the most comfortable sedans in the market today. I have enough width for the cabin. As driver, I have enough headroom. The support on the seat, it is great. I have powered adjust options for multiple ways, and I guess from this seat at least, the overall impressions about the comfort, about the overall ambience, the in-cabin experience, it is great. If I talk about the dashboard, where I do have this soft touch material on the lower end, some hardy scratchy bits across the cabin, but I guess in all, the way it looks good. On the features front, you get a lot of customizations and options with the Verna. As I mentioned before, we have a fully digital instrument console here. Another very fluid to use smart infotainment system here. Now you do get features like Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and a lot other features with this infotainment system. Lower down, I get the automatic climate control which also doubles up as the infotainment control. Now in my opinion, this is one of the most special touches that makes it very good and appealing, and I personally loved this feature. I also get seat ventilation option for both the front seats and seat heating. Now I don't know how much useful are these heating options, but again for the ventilation part, at least if you are living in the north of the India, you will be very happy with this feature. I have a Type-C charging port, a USB port, a 12-volt socket output, a wireless charger, and other features like front parking sensors, drive modes, and the camera function. This happens to be the turbo variant, so a very nice to hold and a premium gear knob with this premium leather wrap. 2 cup holders and a large storage bin to keep my things. Again, this armrest can be slided as per your convenience. And I guess from the driver's point of view, this is a loaded cabin. What I also get is an auto dimming IRVM, a large sunroof, LED lights on both the sides, a cooled glove box, and this very sporty and appealing finish on the dashboard. What I also have is this ambient lighting, which is not visible at the moment, but yes, this is a 64 colored ambient lighting, and I think gives the cabin a very premium touch. Features like auto headlamps are also available. We have the power window switches on the right, lock unlock for the vehicle, headlight leveling system, auto on off switch button, and the traction control button. What I also have is the start stop button right here. So in all, on the features front, I think a very impressive cabin, and so are the overall fit and finish levels that you will be getting inside. Well, things at the rear too have improved. Before I start the front seat, it has been adjusted for my driving height, and despite that, I guess I have ample leg room. The under thigh support, it is great. The headroom, however, could have been slightly better. Somebody who's maybe 6 or over that, he or she might struggle with that. But apart from that, be the leg room, be the under thigh support, be the overall support on the seats, I am very happy with the rear seat. The highlight of the rear seat also happens to be a spot-on recline angle for the rear passengers. You sit very comfortable, and I think for the rear seat, this is a huge improvement when compared to the earlier generations of the Verna, which were known to be not so comfortable for the second row passengers. On the features front, I do get my individual AC vents, 2 Type-C charging ports, a space to keep my mobile phone, central armrest with 2 cup holders, adjustable rear headrest, and a rear sunblind. So in all, I think for the second row of the passengers, this remains a very good seat and will definitely offer you a great package for the price it comes at. Now with this generation of the Hyundai Verna, what we are also getting are completely new engine options. What I am driving today is the 1.5 liter turbo manual. If you're concerned about the specification, this engine puts out 160 horsepower and close to 253 Newton meter of peak torque output. Now again, both these engines, they offer supreme performance and extremely impressive refinement and smoothness levels. As a driver, the first impressions, the vehicle feels extremely smooth, extremely refined to operate. The clutch is right, the travel is very good. So if I had to drive this vehicle in bumper to bumper traffic, I think my left leg, it will not be tired very soon. So in all, overall driving experience from the smoothness point of view is sorted. If I talk about the performance, this new 1.5 liter turbo motor, it's a complete beast. Compare it to the direct rivals like the Volkswagen Virtus or the Skoda Slavia, and you'll be definitely impressed with the way it accelerates, the way it picks up speed, and even when pushed hard, this engine, it remains smooth and doesn't get very vocal inside the cabin. What is also impressive is the throttle response. It may not be very direct to the engine, but push the pedal, the vehicle starts going forward, and the way this engine responds to the driver's input, I am amazed with it. Now with this generation of the Verna, Hyundai has offered a lot of things, including a completely new platform which has improved the dynamics by a fair margin. What you are also getting is a completely new steering unit. Now this 2-spoke steering wheel may not be liked by everybody, but this minimalistic design, a simple layout is something that goes well with the overall character, the overall ambience of the vehicle. And in terms of the functionality, this steering, it's light, picks up weight really well as the speeds go up, and in all, as a hardcore driving enthusiast, you will be happy with this unit. It's communicative and it is somewhere direct. So compare it to the earlier versions of the Verna, or for that matter any of the older Hyundais, and you will be happy with the way the vehicle drives. The suspension setup, it too has been improved, and it now offers a great balance of ride and handling. The bad roads, the bumps, they are observed really well, and as the speeds go up, unlike the earlier Verna, this one, it remains stable and you won't feel it getting very bouncy as the speeds go up. So I think overall, in terms of dynamics, at speeds up to 100, 120, this is completely stable and only tends to get a little bouncy when you cross that 130, 140 mark on the speedometer. So overall, from the dynamics point of view, I am happy. The engine puts out a lot of power. The steering wheel, it's great. And if I talk about the overall ergonomics and practicality as a driver, I have a great view of what is happening ahead. The A-pillars, they do not give me a major blind spot. The ORVMs, they are big, they are chunky, give me good view of what's happening behind. And in all, I think driving this vehicle, despite its large dimensions, it's extremely easy and a stress-free affair. Now with great power comes great responsibility, and this Verna, it follows its suit. The turbo variants of the Verna, they are offered with a 4-wheel disc brake setup. The normal versions get a 2-wheel disc brake setup, and both these versions, they offer impressive braking power, especially this turbo unit which gets discs in all 4 wheels. So the vehicle sheds speed really well. The pedal, it gives a very good feel and feedback. The initial bite is very good. So if you are doing speeds in excess of 100, coming to a halt or maybe reducing the speed should not be a matter of concern. So in all, I think it is a completely sorted vehicle in terms of the overall mechanicals, the driving dynamics, the performance, and this Verna, it has, I would say, improved leaps and bounds when compared to the older iterations, and gives a tough competition to the so-called sporty German rivals in the Indian market right now. So well, this was our review of the 2023 Hyundai Verna. What are your opinions about this sedan? Well, do let us know in the comment box below. As far as my opinion goes, the Hyundai Verna, this iteration of the Hyundai Verna, gives us a more mature package. It has not only grown in size but is also more powerful and now offers an extremely impressive in-cabin experience. So if you want a practical sedan which is not only comfortable but is also fast and fun to drive, I think you should definitely check this out. Well, you're watching AutoHunters India. I am Nitin Kadian. I'll see you soon. If you like our content and if you wish to have more such content, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. We also have our exclusive WhatsApp group. If you want to join it, the link is in the description box below. With this being said, we'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay healthy.